Hello and welcome to Love Racing Lap Guides. My name is Nick Love, and here we've got Ozarks International Raceway in an NA Miata with full aero, naturally aspirated. We're going to start here at turn 17 because your approach here to this corner is going to carry all the way through down the not straight front straight. We want to take a very late apex here, and we want to stay full track right, so we're not going to track out because turn 18 is going to be an instant left-handed corner. This is going to be a pretty short braking zone as you've already slowed down for turn 17 quite a bit. You'll see pit in on the exit of turn 18 to the right. Our goal through this section in a lower horsepower car is just going to be to try to hug the left side of the track, keep a somewhat consistent steering angle, that way you don't scrub up any additional speed. In your higher horsepower cars, your cars with less grip, you got to keep an eye out for the wall right on the right side of the start-finish straight. Now we start the track with a really hard downhill braking zone into turn 1. We have some pretty good reference for braking markers on the right side of the track, as well as the pit out wall. Keep in mind that pit out right here blends in after turn 1. Turn 1 is off camber here, so really make sure that you get all your braking done in a straight line and minimize your trail braking into this corner. I've seen a lot of cars over-rotate and spin into the wall. Turn 2 is a 90-degree right-hander. It's slightly uphill, so we're just going to need a tiny bit of braking. We're going to track out right about to mid-track, and then get right back over to the right, because we want to prepare for turn 3. Our car is able to take this turn flat just right on the limit, but if you don't have aerial, you might need to lift before that corner. We're going to want a straight line between the exit of turn 3 and the entry of turn 4. We're going to do a dual apex corner, so what we're going to want to do is hit this first apex, then track out all the way to the left side of the track. Our car needs just a bit of maintenance lift before turn in, just to kind of settle the car, make sure we're going to make that corner. Turn 5 leads to a pretty long straight here, so we're going to really focus on getting this corner right. This is a pretty high-risk corner because the elevation drops right after the apex. What's going to happen is the rear end of the car is going to get loose. As we go up the hill heading towards turn 6, we're going to stay fully track left here. And what we're going to want to do is we're going to make a straight line through the S's of turn 6. So we're going to want to use every inch of the curbing on the right side of the track. Right at the apex, we're going to aim a little bit left. We're going to use all the bumper on the left side of the track, run that over, and then we can kind of straight line the rest of this section. Turn 7 is a double apex corner. You can see the first apex here, and the second apex, the exit is going to be completely blind, and then it starts to drop downhill. This leads on to the longest straight of the track, so it really pays to be brave here on exit. As we head down the roller coaster section, our goal here is just to make sure we keep the car mostly in a straight line, try not to scrub off any speed, check our gauges, make sure everything's working well, and prepare for this really fast right-handed turn 8. We're going to start brushing the brakes around the 300 meter marker. Now, a really important thing for this corner is you're going to want to start turning in right around like the 250 meter marker. You're going to want to kind of ease the steering wheel in, let the car settle before the corner. For these high-speed corners, it's really going to help with stability. Turn 9 is going to be another very fast right-handed sweeper. What we're going to do in this car is we're just going to have a little slight lift past this access road right at where the elevation starts to dip. This is one of those corners that's really scary because the exit is blind, but once you know where everything is, take it slow and build up to it. We're going to want to set up to track left for turn 10, and you're going to see the braking markers on the right side of the track. We're going to brake right around the 300 meter marker, and we're going to use the end of the curbing on the left side of the track as our turn-in point reference. We're going to hug the right side of the track, stay track right, preparing for turn 11. This is going to be a pretty hard downhill braking zone that we're going to want to actually trail brake into to get the car to rotate a little bit. Again, we can use the end of the curbing here as a reference for where to turn in. If you have a bit less grip here, you can actually square this corner off a little bit more, get on throttle earlier, especially because you have a nice long straight. As we approach the curbing on the left side of the track, we're going to track all the way left, and then we're going to kind of go straight here, not follow the curvature of the track until we get all the way to the left side. And we want to almost position our left side of the car all the way to the edge of the track here. That kind of helps us maximize the corner speed on this next corner. I kind of cut it off about halfway and loosen a few tenths there. Heading to the entry of turn 14, we're going to want to use all the track on the left, including the runoff. Then we're going to want to brake and stay left. Be patient here. You don't want to turn in too early. As we go through on corner exit, we're actually just going to stay track left here. We're not going to track right. It's just going to add distance and time to your lap. So the track dips, and then there's a sharp uphill right before turn 16. We're going to use that. We're going to brake just a little bit, and then we're going to use that compression on the uphill that's going to help give us some front tire grip, and then we're going to turn in right at the end of the curbing. Alright, now we have one more corner sequence to go. Turns 17 and 18 are kind of similar to Road Atlanta's 12A and 12B in the way that you want to take a really late apex on 17. That way you can get a really good exit off of 18, heading back to the start-finish straight. Alright, now it's flat out to the start-finish line. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and play another lap. No commentary, full speed. That way you can just watch and get a groove in this track. Thank you guys for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and go ahead and comment. Let me know what kind of lap times you guys are getting and what cars you're driving.